Hey, yeah, I'm going to have a go at a crossword, a cryptic crossword, just so that you can learn how to do them if you're not familiar with them. It's actually from the Brisbane Courier Mail, and it's not. I do this every day. This crossword. It's not particularly difficult. I know that some of the other cryptics out there are actually much more challenging than this, but this is a good introduction if you've not done one before. I pretty much am able to solve this every single time, so hopefully today will be the same. So let me share my screen, and then you can see what it is that I'm doing. Okay, so here is the crossword for today. So let's just go through it. The way I learned to do cryptic crosswords, by the way, was when I was flying around Australia on Qantas flights, and their in-flight magazine had a crossword in it which had one solution but two sets of clues, quick clues and cryptic. So I would normally solve it using the quick clues and then read the cryptic clue for each one and try and work out how that related to the solution. And when I was first doing it, many times I still could not work out how the cryptic clue related to the actual answer. And it took me a while to start understanding the logic of how they worked. Anyway, so let's go through this one. So let's start one across. You see it flowing, you hesitate, it still keeps flowing. Well, the word hesitate in there is normally an abbreviation, ER. So I think that the letters ER are in there somewhere, but I don't yet know enough about that clue. So we'll come back to that later, and hopefully when we've filled some others in, it will be easy to go through. Okay, so 8 across. It makes me angry to see such a green mixture. So this is going to be an anagram, I think. And the word that's kind of weird in there is green. So it's going to be an anagram of green. In fact, probably an anagram of a green. A green and an anagram relating to being angry is enrage, E-N-R-A-G-E, I'm sure. So if you look at that, A-G-R-E-E-N comes out as enrage, which means to get angry. So I think I mentioned the Courier Mail, it's frequently, most clues are anagrams, so that's why it's pretty easy to do. Okay, 9 across. This donkey has a say when he puts it to the proof. Donkey is normally means the word ass, A-S-S. So I'm sure that that's in there somewhere. And it's probably an anagram again. So look for another word in there after ass that has 3 letters in to take us up to the 6 that are required. So it's probably ass with say, an anagram of that. In fact, that's what it is, isn't it? Ass. Says. Ass and then S-A-Y. Says. Put it to the proof. Okay, 10 across. Ida's gone off holiday. Days off divine. Ida's gone off holiday. Days off divine. Okay. Ida's gone off holiday. So what it's saying is take the letters I-D-A out of the word holiday. So holiday's got I-D-A in the middle there, which leaves us with the letters H-O-L-Y. Holy. Divine is holy. So take Ida's gone off. To remove Ida from there, you're left with holy, H-O-L-Y. Okay, 12 across. Tasty food produced by Little Sal and a friend in France. So Little Sally is Sal, S-A-L. Friend is normally pal. So Sal, pal, tasty food. Not sure of that one. We'll come back to that. Hold on. No. In France. Friend in France. Okay, so friend is not pal in this case. The French word for friend is ami, A-M-I. So tasty food produced by Sal and Ami is salami, S-A-L-A-N-I. Okay, 13 across. Gauls like wicked monsters. It's going to be an anagram of gauze. I can't think what that is yet, so we'll come back to that. 14 across. Just point and say that it is not difficult. Okay, so point means a point of the compass. So it's either the letter N, S, E, or W for north, south, east, or west. So it's not difficult is the part of the clue that tells you what the word means. So a word that means it's not difficult, that's got N, S, E, or W in it. And the other part of it will be the word say. So it'll be an anagram of S-A-Y and then a point of the compass. So in fact, that's going to be easy, isn't it? E-A-S-Y. So S-A-Y, a point of the compass, E for east. Easy is not difficult. 16, I have a neat way to treat ringworm. There's going to be some kind of Latin name for ringworm that I'm not yet familiar with. There's going to be an anagram of a neat. So I'll have to leave that until I get some letters in there. 19 across. That's nothing. I have to carry grapes and look sheepish. That's nothing means the letter O. O being nothing. So O's going to be in there. I have to carry grapes and look sheepish. I'll have to come back to that one. The bookie sees little Georgia catch her breath. All right, this is going to be fairly simple. The bookie is an abbreviation for the letters SP. SP is an Australian term for starting price bookmaker. So whenever you see in one of these Australian crosswords the bookie, you know you've got the letters SP. Little Georgia, the American state of Georgia, the abbreviation for that is GA. So you've got the words, letters SPAG, making something that means catch your breath. So it's going to be gasp. GA for Georgia, SP for starting bookie. Oh. Starting price bookie. Gasp. Okay, 13. Try as you will. He still has that goatish look about him. No idea. I have to move. I'll come back to that later. 14. The French have them, but just the one goes to my head. Well, the French is the French word for the, which is either le or la, L-E or L-A. So we know that that is L-E or L-A are in there. L-E or L-A have them. When you see have in there, it normally means that the word after it is part of the anagram. So we've got T-H-E-M-L-E or T-H-E-M-L-A. No, I'm going to have to come back to that. 26. Ada and I go to the opera. Well, I don't know much about opera, but I can pick that one straight away. The clue is Aida. A-D-A for Ada, and I go to the opera. Of course, Aida's a famous operatic. Is it a tune? I don't know. I've heard of it anyway. I don't understand opera, but I know that Aida's an operatic thing. 28 across. This type of sanity that's so near, yet so far off. I'll come back to that later. Listen. Here's how to get into uniform. Well, listen with an exclamation mark after it normally means that the clue the answer sounds like something. Here's how to get into uniform. What does that? I'll come back to that later. Okay, 30 across. It's sad having teens, but you agreed to it. Well, teens is going to be part of the anagram. T-E-E-N-S, and there's 3 letters left, so it's going to be sad. Sad teens, having agreed to it, assented. Assented is an anagram of sad teens, and it means you agreed. Assented. Okay, so we've worked through the across clues so far. Let's look at the down clues now. Puccini seen in torn coats. Torn means basically take the next word and make it into an anagram. You're tearing it up. You're tearing the letters up and rearranging them. Puccini is, again, it's an operatic thing, isn't it? Coats, we've got S and A in there already, so we're looking to place the letters T, O, and C. It's going to be Tosca. Again, I'm not familiar with opera, but I know Tosca is some kind of opera thing. Okay, 3 down. It will arise when a name is dropped at T. When you see T in there, it normally means just the single letter T. Okay. I don't know where it goes, but it will arise when a name, there's going to be a name, A-N-A-M-E, is dropped at T. I'll have to come back to that one. Oh, look, we've actually got pretty much all the letters in this clue already. S-H-I-E. So again, you can see it's an anagram of I, shame. So we've got S-H-E-I. So we've got only the letters M and A to place. So it's either Amshi or Mashi. Now, I'm not familiar with either of those, so I'm going to go to the dictionary and just type in, let's try Mashi first and see what that means. Oh, look, a golf club. So that is it, because it's got to break with my club. So Mashi is a golf club. There we go. Anagram again. 5 down. Stagger at the dance. That's easy. That's real. Real is a word that means stagger. So someone, if you stagger, you reel. And reel is a dance. Okay, so it's not an anagram. It's just a word with 2 meanings. Okay, 6 down. My American Uncle. My American Uncle is Sam. Uncle Sam. So I'm guessing, because we've got an A in there, we can actually, or straight away, place Sam in there. You are a one, making him out to be a warrior. Okay, this is samurai. Okay, my American Uncle is Sam, and then you are. You means the letter U. The word R means the letter R. A. 1 is the Roman numeral for 1, which is I. So a lot of cryptic crosswords have Roman numerals in there. So you've got to know them. So, C for 100, V for 5, IV for 4, D for 500, L for 50. So if you see a number in the clue, convert it to a Roman numeral, and you know the letters that go in there. All right. 7 down. Being sent to join their mates is no comfort for would-be pensioners. So this is going to be an anagram of sent mates, I think. Sent, and then the word sent to join mates. Let me, S-E-N-T-M-A-T-E-S. Yeah, that's what the anagram is, but I have no idea what that could be, so I'll come back to that later. You can get that one straight away, I'm sure. It has its ups and downs, kiddies. It's got to be yo-yo. I pretty much only know that because the 2 Y's were there already. Convinces us it's safe. Is guaranteed to hold it all. I have to come back to that. Fool, left when little furry creatures abandon molasses. Well, the answer is ass. Let me explain how that is. A fool is an ass. And when little furry creatures abandon molasses. So look at the word molasses. M-O-L-E-S. Moles. Moles are little furry creatures. So you take those letters out, take moles out of that word molasses, you're left with A-S-S. Okay? 17 down. He might be distinguished, but he's certainly not skilled. Come back to that. What a rag in an Indian city too is going to be an anagram of a rag that is an Indian city. That's Agra. I've got G and A already, so Agra. There we go, an Indian city. Anagram of a rag. The wretch. He has a nice house in it too. Nice house. That's not going to be an anagram. What's a nice house? Detached? Semi? Think of that a little later. 22 down. There's nothing sharp about spotting a lighthouse. Well, it's again an anagram. We've got SAP out of the word sharp. SAP. So we've got H and R in there. And nothing. We've come across this before in a previous clue. Nothing is the letter O. So we need the letter O, H, and R in there. It's Pharos. Is Pharos a lighthouse? Let's see what Google says. Lighthouse of Alexandria. Okay, cool. Pharos. All right. Next clue. 25 down. Cause to return from trek overseas. To return. Return normally means the previous word backwards. So to would be turn into ot. I'll leave that one and come back to it. Oops, have I reached the last? Okay, so let's go back to the across clues. One across. You see it flowing. You hesitate. It still keeps flowing. Well, hesitate, as I mentioned before, is ER. So that's going to fit there to end ER. You see it flowing. You hesitate. It still keeps stream flows, doesn't it? You see a stream flow, you hesitate, becomes a streamer flow. Yeah, okay. Yeah, happy with that. I think that's right. Okay, 13 across. Gores like wicked monsters are ogres. Okay, so I couldn't get what the anagram gores came out to be monsters. Now we've placed the O and the R, and that's clearly ogres. What else do we have? 16 across. I have a neat way to treat ringworm. Well, we've got, remember it's going to be an anagram of a neat. No, it's not actually. It's going to be I neat. Tinea. There we go. I is part of the anagram. Combined with neat comes tinea, ringworm. Okay, next. That's nothing. Remember, nothing was O, so the letter O. I've got 3 other letters. I have to carry grapes. Ovine. Okay. O-V-I-N-E. Let me explain that one. That's nothing is O. I have to carry grapes. Grapes are on a vine. A vine carries grapes. And put those two together, it becomes ovine, which is, of course, relating to sheep, as opposed to bovine for cows. Okay. Next clue. 23 across. Try as you will. He still has that goatish look about him. I've got no idea on that one. 24. The French have them. But just the one that goes to my head. So an anagram of them with LE or LA. H. It can't be HT or HM or HL, so it's got to be HE or HA. Let's try an E. Just for the sake of it, see if that brings up any ideas. Helmet. There we go. HELM. Yeah, helmet. An anagram of them and LE for French goes to my head. A helmet on my head. 28 across. The type of sanity that's so near yet so far off. Got an R. which suggests that near is part of the anagram. So it's probably so near. Sanity. So near. It can't be RS. RO. It's either RO, RE, or RA. Reason. So near. It's going to be reason. That's often how you do it. You look at what the next possible letter could be out the anagram, and then I had O, E, or A there. So I just in my mind, put each of them in there. Well, as soon as I got RE and looked at the rest of it, it just came to me, reason. Okay, listen. Here's how to get into uniform. So as I mentioned before, listen is often sounds like something. Here's how to get, except it's not. In this instance, it actually is an anagram of listen. It's enlist. How to get into uniform. You enlist in the army and you get put in uniform. Enlist. Okay. So we've gone through all the cross ones again. Let's go back to the down ones that are missing. It will arise when a name is dropped at T. So name is part of it. So we've got AE out of name. So we've got NM in there. Emanate. Arise, to emanate. Emanate. Again, anagram of, and it's, T, T-E-A, and name. Now, again, when you see T, it normally means just the letter T, but occasionally in this case it is the whole word T-E-A. Name, T, emanate, rise. Being sent to join their mates is no comfort would be pensioners. So it's going to be an anagram of sent mates. We've got SE, so we need to place NT and MAE. I'm going to have to come back to that. This could be one that I'm not going to actually solve today. 12 down, convinces us it's safe. It's guaranteed to hold it all. I thought it was satisfies, but that doesn't quite. SATISF, missing an I. Unless it is part. Yeah, I'm going to put satisfies in there. Might be wrong on that. I'm pretty sure, but convinces us. It satisfies us. All right. What else do we have? 17 down. He might be distinguished, but he's certainly not skilled. Noble. Distinguished is noble, isn't it? Not skilled. What's another word for skilled? Capable. Able. Not able. Notable. Not able. Oops. Notable. Not. Another word for skilled is able. Becomes notable, distinguished. Okay. 20 down. The wretch, he has a nice house in it too. A nice house is a villa. V-I-L-L-A. In. Villain. Wretch. A villain. Oh, hold on. 25 down. Cause to return. Trek overseas. Well, to return is out. I'm not sure that is to return in this case. I'll come back. 27 down. I owe little thanks to that Greek. Is going to be iota. I. The word O is just translated the letter O. Little thanks. Ta. I owe ta iota Greek. All right. 23 across. try as you will. So it's going to be satir. T-R-Y-A-S. So I've got 2 left. Scent mates. Comfort for pensioners. No comfort for pensioners. Not a comfort for pensioners. Means test. MEANSTEST. Anagram again of SENTMATES. So I've got 1 left to do. Calls to return from trek overseas. I think that's evoke. Well, I think let's just see. Solve. Check puzzle. I don't see any red crosses anywhere. Let's just make it sure it wasn't. So I was thinking that could be to return, but there's no such word as evoked. And if I say solve, check puzzle, it's going to say a red cross there. That is evoke. Oops. So that's space. Oh, man alive. That is the Courier Mail Cryptic Crossword. As you can see, most of it was anagrams. It's just trying to spot the things. Remember, Roman numerals, abbreviations for states. In Australia, you've got TAS, WA, NSW, VIC. SA for South Australia. You've got American state abbreviations. You've got Roman numerals. SP for starting price bookie. Other common ones are sailor, which could be AB, able seaman, or tar. So if you see sailor in there, think of AB or tar. You'll just work your way through it. So there you go. Thank you for watching, and yeah, hope that's been useful for you. Cheerio.